Good afternoon, everyone. It is June 30th, Tuesday, and we are in vicinity of the Wood Springs 2 fire. As you can see, a lot of smoke coming from the fire. We are on the northeast side of the fire here, close proximity to Sawmill Chapter. And this morning, there was a transition made. For the past couple of days, this fire started on Saturday, and the BIA, Navajo Nation, were the priority resource taking care of the fire. But this morning, the Southwest Area Incident Management Team 5 took over, and so all the others are resources helping to combat the forest fire here. I want to say thank you to everybody that's involved in battling the fire here. Navajo Hotshot, Zuni Hotshot, Globe Hotshots, Mount Taylor Hotshots. We also have police departments from all over the area, including Pine Top Fire Department, our Navajo Nation firefighters. Navajo Nation Fish and Wildlife is out here helping out, trying to keep it secured. Our Navajo Nation police officers are also here. So if you're wanting to come out and check out the fire, you will be stopped and told to turn around. Navajo Route 7 and Navajo Route 26 are closed, and so just be cognizant of that. So don't even come close. This is a fire that is extreme, and the past 2 days the winds were high and made the fire travel pretty quick, and the acreage is probably at 6,000 acres right now. Because earlier it was 5,800 acres, and so we're just advising everybody that's living in the area too that they need to start moving their stuff out. Evacuations are happening for some of the residents here, sheep camps, and we also want to say we're going to issue a public health advisory coming up soon. All this smoke is bad for those that have asthma, respiratory issues, with the COVID-19 happening, with a lot of the lung issues, this just adds a little bit more. And so what's different about this fire is the people that are mobilizing here are keeping COVID-19, the public health emergency, in mind. So there's no mass gatherings. Even when they get updates, they're not coming together as a big group. So even that makes it difficult in communication-wise, to fight the fire. So the health advisory will be coming out this morning. Like I said, it was at 5,816 acres. I'm sure it's over 6,000 now, and we just want people to take care of themselves if they're in the area. Those that are being evacuated, they're going to the chapter house. There's Sawmill. So Sawmill Chapter is close by. On the other side, where we were at yesterday, is Ganado, Kindatlichi, and Nazlini. So those are places where you can get some resources. Those of you that are being evacuated here in the vicinity of the fire. So I want to pan around. We have so many resources out there. We got the Navajo Police, like I said, Pine Top Fire Department, and Apache County. I mean, even the U.S. Forest Services are here. We got Globe Hotshots, and we also have our very own Navajo Nation Fire Department here too. I was just talking to them. They gave me a briefing of what's going on here with the fire. So I just want to let everybody know that this is a priority. I know we have two emergencies happening right now, the COVID-19 public health emergency, and now the Wood Springs 2 fire. And because of this being the priority, the fire, because it could really spread quickly, we had to pull some of our resources off of the public health emergency to focus on the fire. So ladies and gentlemen, it's July 4th weekend coming up. As you know, we extended our government shutdown for 3 weeks. We also put in place 3 more 57-hour curfews. A lot of the police officers, a lot of the public safety personnel are going to be here manning the fire. That does not mean that you should just do whatever you want during the weekend. It is a curfew. Please hold each other accountable, and just regulate yourself. Don't take advantage of all these police officers and public safety personnel being here attending to the fire, so you're thinking, oh, I can do whatever I want. No. COVID-19 is still there. Of course, we want to remind you of the fire restrictions that has been put in place. Vice President and I and Bart Stevens, the BIA area director, signed these fire restrictions. Fireworks are banned and illegal throughout the Navajo Nation. And so, you can see that our forests here are healthy, because we also need to begin to thin these forests out. There's a lot of thinning projects happening all around the Navajo Nation, but we need to focus on that. When I say healthy, you could see the brush here, all these pine needles coming down, and those of you that have raked up pine needles, you know that when it catches fire, it doesn't stop until it burns it all. And we saw examples of that. We saw pictures of that as well yesterday on the southwestern side of the fire. And so again, we just want to let everybody know, please don't be in the vicinity. We got a lot of personnel here. We got the Southwest Area Incident Management Team 5 here. So, with the collaboration of all these partners, including our Navajo Nation Fire Department, our Navajo Nation personnel, they're doing their best to stop the fire. It's 0% contained, and we're hoping we'll have a positive report of some containment, at least some containment this evening. And thank you for the prayers. We've been praying for the wind to calm down, and God answered our prayers. Let's now begin to pray for rain, not just for the fire, but for the drought that's happening here on the Navajo Nation. There's going to be a drought declaration being signed this week as well, and helping our ranchers out there, those that have animals, and then also for consumption, so we can get water resources out there to our Navajo people. And it's hard because of the pandemic. COVID-19 is making us do things a little differently now. And so, again, everybody just stay safe, hunker down. COVID-19 has not passed us by yet. There's spikes happening all around us. And please, Navajo people, do not travel. I beg you not to travel into these hot spots here, and that way we can overcome this virus. It's starting. We were starting to go down. We're starting to see a little gradual increase, but it's up to us. Wear our mask, social distance, wash our hands with soap and water. Most importantly, let's stay home. So thank you. Enjoy your 4th of July. I'm sorry that you have to enjoy your 4th of July at home, but hey, you know what? At least we'll be with our immediate family, our friends at home. And while you're there, fill out the U.S. Census. Fill out the census forms, self-respond, let's be counted. There's a lot of things we could do during this 57-hour curfew. clean around the house, you know, and take care of our livestock, things like that. Do some exercise. In the public health order, you can run, bike from where you live out and then back. So we encourage you to stay safe during this 4th of July weekend. I apologize. We're not going to have fireworks throughout the Navajo Nation, but you know what? We'll have that someday in the future. We just need to abide by the public health emergency as well as the fire that's happening here. Abide by those rules and regulations. So thank you so much. God bless you. God bless our great Navajo Nation. And you can see here, you know, some of the personnel coming back. We saw 4 tracks coming out, and so, you know, a lot of smoke happening. This road, it's almost, the fire has not jumped past N7 yet, N7, and that's what they're working on right now, the hot shot crews, to try to push that back. And we appreciate all of them. Let's pray for them, for their safety and the hard work they're doing for the Navajo people. So God bless you. God bless our great Navajo Nation.